Vancouver wins the stage, JJanu goes for gold, Sideshow's back. Welcome to Custa News Network. Okay, top story of the week. We have Vancouver Titans taking the first stage. They had an amazing regular season stage, going 7-0, losing very few maps. They breezed through most of the stage playoffs, but then came to a halt against the San Francisco Shock, played an amazing series, went to the last map. As you can see here, Vancouver Titans just coming through at the very end to push it through. They had a record-breaking push on Rialto, one of the most back-and-forth series that we've ever seen in Overwatch, and probably one of the best Overwatch League matches ever. And we have a live correspondent down at the Blizz Arena. Bo, what have you got for us? Great analysis, Bo. You should be on the desk. And literally in breaking news, we found out after the finals that SoMins Thumb, the DPS player playing Xayah for the Vancouver Titans, actually had a broken thumb throughout the playoffs. You can see him here with the cast on. Obviously, had to go through that one. It was on his keyboard hand, so that's what he would have used to jump, which, you know, isn't that big of a deal, but still, like, ridiculous that he gets, like, MVP of the match with a broken thumb. He had a nice little quote here just saying that it felt a little weird, but wasn't a huge thing. Big props to him for playing through the injury. Okay, and moving on to the big brain play of the week, we have it from the stage player finals where we had San Francisco going up against Titans. End of Temple Anubis, overtime, last push of the map, absolutely crazy map. We have two big plays. We have Super walking into the fight with 63% ult charge and Choi with the Diva Bomb. Let's see how it works out with the Sinatra grab. See that Super's building it, builds it, and he drops the slam literally milliseconds before the bomb goes off, gets a 3K for Troy. Absolutely ridiculous timing. That's the big brain play of the week. That's a map securing play, and you love to see it. All right, moving on to the fan comments that you guys left on the last episode. We have, okay, so what is your least favorite map? Okay, so this is like a controversial one here and there. I think it is either Volskaya or actually, I haven't played it that much, but maybe Paris. I don't really like 2CP as a game mode, and both of those, I think, just sort of really weird games. Even though there's some amazing matches that are being played, just very snowballing and not my kind of map. Next comment, we have Zen Richter. Custa, what are some games you like to play besides Overwatch? It really depends what time. Right now, I'm big into auto chess, and I literally just picked up Apex, so I've been messing around with those, but honestly don't get too much time to play other games, but when I am, just something simple like that. All right, Daniel Ford is the next one. I would love to hear your opinion on what stage 2 meta might be. Hashtag please not goats. I'm sorry to say, but I think there might be some goats still played. I don't think it will be as prominent. I think there's gonna be a lot more DPS comps. I think you might see some Baptiste with the Orisa comps. Honestly, it's all really up in the air right now. Who knows? We might just be playing goats for another stage and we'll have to deal with that. But hopefully something different. Last comment from the last episode, Project Mimo, who is a sub in my channel. I do appreciate that. We regret the change. Bring the Mercy back. Should we bring the Mercy back? I think we should bring the Mercy back. All right. Goodbye, sweet Prince S. Oh, Mercy. I missed you. They look into your soul. Welcome back. Moving on to the fan comments that we saw in the ranked video that me and Space did, that we were ranking Marvel movies. Aiden Kim says, the OG Spider-Man was better, Custa. People have been saying this to me ever since it came out. And did we watch the same movie? Did you watch Spider-Man cry? That was like, Tobey Maguire's like worst acting ever. He's like, I could cry better than that. I won't cry better than that, but I could. It was still the worst acting, bad storyline, everything across the board. Definitely one of the worst Marvel movies. I will have none of it. And Nathan DeP, love you, Custa. Give me a shout out. It would make my whole year. Okay, Nathan DeP, thank you very much for your comment. I hope you're having an amazing year, and I hope this makes your year better. Moving on to my favorite segment of the week. We have You Hate to See It. Here we have JJanu digging for gold. Obviously played amazingly in that match, but here doing some questionable things. You can see he goes for the first dig. That didn't really get it. Oh, it's there. All right, we good. All right. You hate to see it. We've all done it before. Not all of us on camera, but that's unfortunate for him. You are the you hate to see it for the week, JJanu. Amazing plays, but not so good on the nose. Moving on to Sideshow, the person who's been probably the up-and-coming person of this season. It's been revealed that he hasn't actually had visa issues. He's really just been stealing the content from the back of the room. You can see Bren's onto his shenanigans. He sees it coming through, goes to check it out. I don't know, I don't know which person had to upload the video of Sideshow's backdrop onto the green screen, but I apologize. We found Sideshow. He's finally back in the Overwatch League for 2019. I'm looking forward to it. I think Bren and Sideshow are hilarious. He looks like he's about to get kidnapped from the room right here. This thing. I don't know whose dirty sock this is that he has on his microphone, but we got it like this. He's got his jumbo oats. I don't know. This was an amazing segment. I actually didn't get to watch it live, but I got to watch it now, and it's hilarious. You know, I'm really glad to see him back on the stage. Amazing analysis and really funny content, so welcome back, Josh. All right, and looking forward, we now have Stage 2 maps being released for by Blizzard. We have the control maps. We have Lijiang, Oasis, and Busan. So we haven't seen Lijiang or Oasis this season, but we have seen Busan. Personally, a huge fan of Lijiang and Oasis. Might see a little bit more Pharaoh with the huge high skyboxes and pits that they have in the map. Moving on to Salt, we have Paris, which is the newest map that's recently been introduced. Not a huge fan, some interesting chokes. I'm honestly excited to see what people start running on it because I have no idea. So that's gonna be exciting. We have Anubis coming back, and we have Hanamura, which is more of a sniper map and that kind of stuff. You see a lot of weird strats get thrown there, so maybe something different coming out. Moving on to hybrids though, we have King's Row staying within the pool, which is probably gonna see goats regardless of anything. But we have Blizzard World and Icon World, which are both very different maps compared to each other, so might see some different things coming through. Icon World, another good Pharaoh map that we've seen in the past. Blizzard World, honestly pretty untested for the most part. And then we have everyone's personal favorite coming in on the Escort. We got Junkertown coming back, heading back to my hometown. We've seen a lot of ridiculous strats from Season 1 with the Roadhogs, the double snipers, single supports. So we'll see if that carries over. We're gonna see if we see some goats. Maybe we'll see some pirate ship. Who knows, that'll be fun. We have Rialto staying in the pool, which I'm actually excited about. Really interesting map, really cool map. Seen some amazing matches on there. And then Gibraltar, which is probably the most sniper-centric meta we've ever seen. We even might see some Genji. Genji's very strong on Gibraltar, so we might actually see some shake-ups on that map. So honestly, really happy with some of the new maps coming in, a lot of diversity. I don't think, even if Goats is strong, we'll see Goats on some of these maps, just won't be as crucial to play those things. So might see more diversity in this stage, which I think everyone wants. And moving on to the PTR Notes that was just released on the 25th of March. We have Junkrat getting a buff. Jake's happy. I don't know who he's paying off, but Junkrat keeps getting buffs. We got projectile speed from 20 to 25, which is actually 5 increase on top of 20. Seems like a lot. They're probably going to move a lot significantly faster. And they also have the grenades now bounce less, but explode sooner. I don't really know what that means right now. We'll have to go test it out and come back and tell you guys what's going on. But that seems like an interesting change. Sounds like a buff for Junkrat for the most part. So that'll be really cool to see. And then we have Reaper. They're really trying to make Reaper good. They're changing his Shadow Step, which I would say is one of the weakest probably abilities in the game because of how immobile you are using a mobility ability. So now we can be used in the air, which is gonna be really cool. I don't know if you're gonna be like jumping off the map and shadow stepping at the same time. I'm gonna try it, probably die at the same time. We have him exiting Shadow Step, which is really cool. I don't really know the extent of now invisible the entire time it takes to exit Shadow Step. I don't know if he's still shootable or still killable. That'll be really interesting to test out. We'll come back to you guys with that one. And you can now teleport onto surface like railings and stuff like that, which was one of the most annoying things when you couldn't teleport onto a railing. So nice little quality of life change right there. So, and a Symmetra teleporter thing with the same as the Tele thing. Nothing too big. Cool little changes, nothing significant. I think they're just trying to see how the patch goes of current and trying to get Junkrat and Reaper more into the meta. All right, and that is it for our show. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. We're gonna be moving on to stage 2, gonna be a lot more amazing content. And once and for all, this is all your fault.
If he was on the Spark, would he be picking a nose mite?
My thing was
I didn't want to say anything. I think that's bad.